All right, we are here with another React vlog. This time after a 2-0 Blue Jays win in Texas against the Rangers. The Jays take the rubber match in the series. They are back within a game of 500, and all is well in Blue Jays land tonight, except for the fact that it's really late. The Central Time Zone in these 8 o'clock starts, I'm not sure I'm a fan of them. But this is going to be a very different video than it. Well, I was expecting it to be. I'm sure you were expecting it to be. That was 8 2/3 of probably some of the worst offensive baseball I've ever watched in my entire life. Just pathetic performance all around. Runners in scoring position, nobody on base. Just like executing bunts was a problem. Terrible. But the Blue Jays win, so we're not going to do a whole lot of that. First things first, obviously, you win a game 2-0. Another shutout for the Blue Jays pitching staff. The fifth spot in the rotation that is currently empty. Obviously, guys are going to have to pitch it and start, but it's an empty spot in the rotation right now. And they spun a shutout. So, Paxton Schultz, here are your flowers. 2 2/3, gave up just one hit. And spoiler alert, that's the only hit the Jays gave up all night. It was on the first hitter. Well, not the first hitter of the game, but the first hitter in the bottom of the first inning. Josh Smith singled off Paxton Schultz. And that's all the Rangers got all night because he and Eric Lauer and Braden Fisher and Brendan Little and Jeff Hoffman were awesome tonight. Paxton Schultz, 2 2/3, one hit, 0 runs, 4 Ks, didn't walk a hitter. Exactly what you want from an opener ahead of Lauer. He got through the lineup exactly once, got all the hitters you needed to get out, and I've been really happy with what I've seen from him this year. He's been more than serviceable. He's been good, especially in bulk. Like, it's so important to have a guy in the bullpen that can give you multiple innings, give you multiple up downs. He's played the mop up role well in both blowout wins. Not that there's been a whole lot of those, and blowout losses. And yeah, he's been really good. Eric Lauer, really good again tonight, and I've been really happy with what I've been seeing from him this year as well. He's got a 2.75 ERA in 19 2/3 innings pitched this year, so that's pretty good. Is that going to come down to earth a little bit? Like, yeah, probably. Hitters are going to have more detailed scouting reports on him the more he pitches. So it's not going to last forever. He's not going to be a sub-3 guy, I don't think. Like, his stuff just really isn't that special, but he was really good. The question does have to be raised, was it Eric Lauer or the Rangers? Because I think the only fan base in baseball that's going to be more frustrated with their offense than Toronto Blue Jays fans is probably Texas Rangers fans, because, man, they were also really hard to watch this weekend. Lauer's line, 3 1/3, didn't give up a hit, didn't give up a run, 4 strikeouts, 0 walks, really good stuff. Braden Fisher was the next guy out of the Blue Jays bullpen. He also gave you an up down, got an inning and a third, 2 strikeouts and 1 walk. Brendan Little cleaned up. It was a clean inning with 1 out, but he finished the 8th, got through 2/3, and then Hoffman for the 9th pitched the inning, 1 strikeout, picked up the save. He was good. Jeff Hoffman might be back. He had a shaky start to May. Wasn't good at home against the Padres, blew a save, but on the road trip, he's been good. He's been solid. Love to see it. Pitchers, man, gave up just 1 hit. I know I already said it, but I think that is, 1-hitters are cool. It's cool. It's not a no. Still waiting to watch my first no hitter as a Blue Jays fan. It'll happen someday, I'm sure. But tonight was not that night. 1 hitter, pretty good though. I also have to give flowers to Tyler Mahle. He's good. He's really good, and he's been doing it all year. He could be an all-star. He's got a 1.64 ERA in 12 starts. Who would have thought? He got through 6 1/3, gave up 4 hits, did not give up a run, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. So a lot of walks there. Like, Jays didn't get nothing off of him, but he found a way to limit the damage. Well, obviously in the best way possible. Didn't give up a hit with runners in scoring position. And a little comp. He kind of reminds me of Bowden Francis when Bowden Francis is good. He's got the high spin fastball that he uses up in the zone, gets swings and misses in the zone with that fastball. That's only like 92, 93. Like, you're watching on TV and you're like, it's a middle 4-seam fastball. Like, we're not ready to hit it, and guys are late and swinging under it. But that's what Bowden Francis does when he's good as well, and it's because it spins so well. He spins it so fast that it gives the rising effect, and hitters are always underneath it, and then he tunnels the splitter off of it. So yeah, just not a 1-for-1 comparison, but it does kind of remind me of good Bowden Francis. And he just diced the Jays today. He completely diced the Jays through 6 innings. And I guess that's a perfect transition to the offense. Pathetic. And I started with it. I led with it. 8 2/3 of the worst baseball I've ever watched watching Blue Jays hitters hit. They're not executing bunts. They're not executing with runners in scoring position. They just can't get not even the big hit, just a hit with runners in scoring position. Pathetic. They're 1 for 9 tonight, and on the road trip they were 4 for 45. I think you could get more than 4 hits and 45 at bats as a Major League Baseball player by accident. Trying not to get hits. I think you could do better than that. I don't like it's not going to stay that way. It's not going to be like that forever. It probably is not going to be like that for much longer, but oh boy, it better not be, because it is so hard to watch. Like, the belief in the team when there's runners on base just dwindles every time. Like, somebody makes it out with runners in scoring position. Tough. Yeah, they scored 6 runs in 6 games on the road trip. That is obviously not good enough. I don't even know what to say. Like, how dramatic I can be about it. Like, just exhausting watching your team just flail up there, swinging like wet noodles at the plate. Like, yeah, brutal stuff. And I don't want to do a whole lot more of it because the Blue Jays won, but I do have to call out 3 guys. They are the top 4 in the order minus Vlad. That is Dalton Varsho, Ofer, Anthony Santander, Ofer, and George Springer, Ofer. Not good, guys. Not good. The top of your order has to be better if you want to score runs. Everybody knows that. I'm not breaking news with that statement, but it's got to be better. The one thing I do want to go on a little bit here is, if Anthony Santander is hurt, and we heard it all day today that his hip is hurt, his shoulder's been bugging him. If he is hurt, put him on the injured list. Okay, I'm going to say that one more time. If he is injured, put him on the injured list. You can't use injuries as an excuse for poor play. He is not going to help the team if he is playing poorly because he is hurt. He's either playing poorly because, and I'm not going to say he's not good. I know he's a good baseball player and a good hitter. He has not been this season. And if the reason that he has not been good this season is that he's hurt, put him on the injured list so he can be healthy and come back and be good again. Because that's what the Blue Jays need. The Blue Jays do not need a guy hitting in the middle of the lineup, getting the biggest at-bats with the most guys on base, to strike out and swing under fastballs and pop up. Every time he hits, he's been like flailing at the plate. He looks like frustrated and like sad every time he makes it out. Like, the broadcast is just leaving the cameras on him, because I'm sure everybody eats it up watching him be sad. But I hate it. Like, I feel terrible for him. And if it's because he's hurt, put him on the injured list. If the hip injury is impacting the way he plays baseball, put him on the injured list until it's right, because you do not need this version of Anthony Santander. Luckily, the Blue Jays were bailed out by Bichette. This is the first time I mentioned the Bichette homer in this video. That's kind of terrible by me. I'll take the blame on that. But Bichette homered with 2 out in the 9th. The Blue Jays' first and only hit with runners in scoring position tonight. And it was awesome. As always, like, every time you need a big hit, it's got to be a home run. Home runs make life so much easier. You get runs instantly. You don't give the defense a chance to get you out. You don't have a chance to screw up on the base paths. Yeah, home runs are the best. Good for Bichette. He was 1 for 1, obviously, pinch hitting with the homer. Just his 5th homer this year, and that's been a criticism of Bo. The power has kind of dried up. Like, this is a guy that hit 29 homers in a season, and as he's aged, he's kind of gone away from the power. I don't know if that's a conscious choice. I doubt it is. I think guys probably want to hit home runs, but it's good when Bo hits for power. That's the best version of Bo. And if he wants to make a monster contract this year, upwards of like 200, 250, if he wants to touch 300 million, he's probably going to have to hit 25 to 30 homers. So keep doing it, Bo, because that's exactly what we need. And you saw tonight, like, that swing is the reason the Blue Jays won this game, on top of the pitching staff, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty good stuff. After all of that, it was an exhausting series. Pretty terrible to watch. Pretty terrible road trip to watch, to be honest. But the Jays kept their heads above water. Obviously, a 2-4 road trip is not good. You got swept in Tampa, but you bounced back and won the series in Texas. So way to survive while the offense is not clicking. But the offense has got to get right soon, and the play has got to get better soon because we are now like well past the quarter mark of the season. We might be like a third of the way into the season now. Jays have got have got to start playing better if they want to be buyers at the trade deadline and help this team because they need to add a hitter and they probably also need to add a pitcher. So they got to convince the front office that they're worth trading assets to help this team. Let's move on. A good way to get right for the Jays is hopefully playing the Athletics, not the Oakland Athletics anymore, playing the Athletics. It's going to be Jose Barrios versus Jacob Lopez tomorrow at the Rogers Center. It's going to be a 4-game set, so 4 games against a team that's struggling. The A's are 23-33, so it's a good chance to get right, guys. It's a good chance to give the offense not a breather, but some hopefully not easier pitching, but some guys are a little easier to hit, hopefully. And yeah, because it's time that the offense starts clicking a little bit better than the way it is. That's going to be all for me. The Blue Jays win 2-0 tonight against the Texas Rangers. They win the series. They're back within a game of 500. So happy dreams tonight from me. I'll talk to you guys next time.